Be aware that this class also requires the highest APM, and I would say is the hardest class to play in the game. In the early game, Crossbow Dagger, much like Greatsword Dagger, has big nuke potential, with the only difference being that Crossbow doesn't need CC to set up the damage and has much higher overall DPS, meaning they have more damage uptime and pressure on their targets. Think smaller hits, but a lot more hits, almost non-stop hits. At endgame, Expo Dagger changes a bit and becomes less bursty, but does continue to sustain high DPS. In fact, they have the highest damage per second in the game, across everything. Expo Daggers also scale incredibly well with evasion and become the most elusive DPS in the game, being able to sustain really high amounts of evasion. They almost feel like a rat that's difficult to lock down, and they just keep pressuring you with non-stop damage. Bow Staff is a top option if large-scale PvP is your thing. It's pretty simple.
Got
Both
3
weapons
minutes
offer
till
big
launch.
potential damage, and rather than taking a dagger to buff a single one, you trade the buff for the burst from both. Bow Staff is a full offense-only class that will have you burn down targets from range. This is a class that really shines in large scale, not only because of the damage in range, but also the AoE potential. Downside to this, though, is that it lacks in the defensive department and must be with a group to be fully utilized. Bow Dagger will be the class you always see at the top of the kill rankings simply because it's extremely good at finishing targets. This range damage dealer stacks all of its damage in its bow abilities and is not really stationary when dealing its damage. Dagger provides a kit with a lot of utility and defensives on top of the damage and crit synergy it comes with. Bows have high DPS uptime in PvP and will not only be bursting targets from long range behind the safety of your line or structures, but also providing huge AoE CCs for counter pushes, as well as massive potential coordinated AoE bursts. Staff Dagger is another top DPS choice that deals its damage at range. Originally,
Bow
Staff
Dagger
was
does
very much a
seem pretty
caster,
cool.
but
I'm
now,
still
after the
leaning
skill
towards
rework, you can
Sword
expect to
Greatsword
cast
though.
almost every single one of your abilities on the go instantly.
I
Staff
want to
Dagger
be a
is
tank
a
and a
ranged
damage
magic
dealer.
damage dealer that has access to big single target bursts and AoE, while also having access to self buffs and utility built into the staff itself. On top of all of that, Dagger provides even more damage in survivability, making Staff Dagger a very powerful class that you can expect to see hang out at the top of the kill leaderboards. Post-skill rework, Wombo emerged as the top support class, outputting the highest amount of heals in the game. Traditionally, healers are squishy and are prone to assassins. In Throne, Wombo can be incredibly tanky to the point where they can be untouchable against melee executors and easily out-heal the damage from any DPS opponent. Multiple DPS opponents, actually. Having a huge arsenal of cleanses, buffs, regen, hard heals, and even hard cooldown resets on your biggest abilities, Wombo is the support class for all parties. Wand Staff held the title for the top support class for a long time. Despite Wombo coming up post-skill rework, Wand Staff still remains a top choice for supports. Rather than having maximum heal output, Wand Staff provides you with a bit more damage and additional utility, including a very valuable pull ability, allowing you to save your teammates. If you're worried about healing output, that won't be a problem at all, considering Staff synergizes quite well with Wand, increasing its overall healing power. When it comes to PvE, Sword Greatsword is hands down the top tank. Greatsword can deal a good chunk of damage, giving it the highest overall DPS for a tank, but the bigger value is Greatsword's access to Blood Devotion, a massive damage buff for your entire party, increasing everyone's base weapon damage by 50. This, along with the damage output, makes Sword Greatsword, no question, the best overall PvE tank in the game. While Sword Greatsword is at the top, Sword Wand is a close second. The biggest thing that Sword Wand lacks is really not having access to Blood Devotion, but that is usually remedied by a possible Greatsword Dagger that would have access to one. When it comes to the majority of the day-to-day dungeons you'll run at the endgame, Sword Wand allows you to not have to find another healer, considering this class can both tank and heal, allowing you to add an additional DPS to the party.
Alright, let's check and see if game is launchable. Still not launchable. Maybe if we close Steam and reopen Steam, it'll be available. Steam. Oh, it's got to download again. It says downloading. Now it says download queued. Hey, handsome boy. Got the dog keeping me company in the basement. So I don't know how long this queue's going to take, but I can put the video up and just keep this on my other screen.
Aside from this, Wand can also provide additional buffs for the entire party, and its ability to self-sustain goes without saying. Crossbow Dagger has been the king of DPS in PvE since the beginning of the game. There's really not much to say here other than the fact that it simply is on this list because it has the highest DPS. Expect lower cooldowns, high APM, and a lot of hits. These hits also synergize very well when paired with bow users that can offer the entire party massive cooldown reductions, speeding up the already fast experience. Crossbow Dagger has always been and is still the king of DPS, giving it a top spot in PvE. Leading us to the next top choice, Crossbow Bow. Party-wide cooldown reduction synergy has become meta, and because of it, bow is easily the most in-demand weapon in the endgame right now. Pair the bow and its ability to mark targets via deadly marker, leading to party-wide cooldown reductions with crossbow, the highest DPS weapon in the game that also by design procs the cooldown reduction the most, and you have an S tier PvE weapon combination. What other weapon combinations juice damage aside from crossbow? That would be bow staff. After the skill rework, staff has really stepped it up with not only damage but also speed. This class juices damage because it combines the hardest hitting abilities from both staff and bow, giving you an arsenal of hard hitting abilities. It's really that simple. On top of all this, bow again has access to deadly marker, so that's another class that can apply a marker, reducing the cooldowns for everyone in the party. When it comes to the healers, again, there's really not much to be said. In PvE, you need a healer. Wand Bow is hands down the top choice, not only because of what it brings in the support department, but it also, again, has access to Deadly Marker, the mark that's applied to the boss, allowing the party to reduce its cooldowns significantly. Everything that was mentioned in the PvP section for this weapon applies even in PvE. This class will be able to offer the most amount of heals as well as various support buffs. And that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
All right. see this. Throne of Liberty downloading. I'm waiting for an update for the game before I can play. Ultimate Class and Weapon Guide.
Stop it!
Throne and Liberty is right around the corner.
Bless you. You got the open beta test in a couple of weeks and launch 2 months after. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down all of the classes, including recommended meta classes. When I say classes, I mean weapon combinations. In Throne and Liberty, the classes are in the form of weapons. For example, you can use a greatsword, you can use a sword and shield, you can use a greatsword, you can use a dagger. You can combine the two, and whatever combination of weapons you use is essentially your class. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down each weapon individually, as well as some recommended classes and abilities and just all that good stuff. I always do a class guide video for every video game that I play, that I invest a lot of time into. So here's the Throne and Liberty version. If you enjoy the video, all I ask is for you to like and subscribe. I'm getting very close to 100,000 subs, which is a huge goal of mine. And if you want to check out Throne and Liberty gameplay, I'm streaming on Twitch almost every single day, streaming a lot of Throne all the way to and through the launch. Come hang out with me there, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Before we begin, a few things you should know. In this video, I'll be sharing recommended weapon combinations in each respective weapon section. There's obviously some overlap here, so I will not be repeating the same build twice. For example, I won't be talking about Greatsword, Sword, Shield in both the Greatsword and Sword Shield sections. So if I don't talk about Greatsword, Sword, Shield in the Shield section, for example, then simply check the Greatsword section. The next thing to know is that in Throne and Liberty, every weapon you equip has a minimum attack and maximum attack range. A critical hit in this game is simply the maximum attack range being landed on your target. You also have what's called a heavy attack, which is a ×2 on whatever damage you land. For example, if your attack lands for 4,830 damage, with an X2 that pops up next to it, you're dealing double that damage. Another term to understand is that
almost all negative effects, including dots and debuffs, are referred to as weaken in Throne and Liberty. And the final point is that NCSoft has announced extended skill expressions, allowing you to tailor skills further. For example, removing the cast time on a casted fireball skill. This update is expected to come in the coming months, and I plan on updating guides and videos once we get these. For now, the following will be based off of the current live version in Korea and the version we expect to see in play in the open beta test. The first weapon on the list is the Greatsword. Greatsword is a melee weapon that specializes in single target lockdown in the form of a big burst. Think less hits, but bigger numbers. This weapon is designed around heavy attacks, so you can expect very frequent double damage procs on your hits. Greatsword relies on stunning and knocking down opponents to set up its damage. While its ability to CC is a huge advantage, one of the biggest disadvantages is that most of your damage relies on those very CCs. Greatsword is currently one of the 2 weapons that have access to wrath attacks that allow you to ground targets that's in an active blocking stance. This gives you the ability to help dismantle frontline tanks. This weapon also provides one of the biggest single target burst damage in the game, but due to the nature of it being more in the form of a juiced burst window, the overall DPS in PvE dungeons is mediocre at best. As for the recommended combinations, the first DPS option would be Greatsword Dagger, which will play like a damage dealing assassin, giving you more of an in and out execute single targets like gameplay style. A great comparison would be Dark Runner from Arcage. This class is extremely strong in smaller skirmishes, but very difficult to play the larger the scale due to the nature of being melee. Late game, you will not be able to sustain a CC combo or multiple people, so speed is extremely important. The Arc Boss Tevent Dagger weapon is an endgame must for this build. This special dagger will allow you to engage in stealth, but it will also allow you to get the stealth back to disengage upon executing your target. Without it, it will be extremely difficult to either engage or disengage depending on which you use your stealth on. Greatsword Sword Shield is currently one of the most popular classes in the game right now for 2 reasons. 1, you're a tank, and 2, you deal solid damage. Don't expect to blow up targets as fast as Greatsword Dagger, but you will be able to mow down targets while sustaining as a tank. Think more of a tanky bruiser, only you're able to 1 or 2 combo squish your targets. I'll bring up another Arcade reference here, but this build plays similar to Abolisher, only tankier and able to deal more damage. Here are some of the key abilities for Greatsword. Stunning Blow, your stun which will provide you with additional damage buffs on top of the CC. Death Blow, a hard-hitting single target melee attack that deals additional damage to stun targets. Da Vinci's Courage, a big group buff that increases max HP, regen, and attack speed. Ascension Slash, your wrath attack and combo CC which will ground targets including those who are blocking. Guillotine, a huge single target damage attack dealing even more damage to targets who are floored. Gaia Crash, your only non-target AoE ability that hits 4 times. This ability deals a lot of damage in a concentrated area when using the tier 2 Earthquake Greatsword as you see here. If you like to play tanks in MMOs, Sword and Shield SNS is going to be it for you. A very complete tank weapon, SNS provides you with a variety of defensive buffs, allowing you to become extremely tanky when built correctly. These defensives include an active block that not only mitigates incoming damage, but also heals you when blocking fury attacks. Additionally, you'll have a passive block rate plus defensive buffs, boosting blocks for yourself and damage reduction for your entire party. You will have access to a few offensive skills, allowing you to deal a bit of damage, as well as a unique reflect damage skill that scales off of your damage reduction, incentivizing tankiness to deal more damage. Aside from the few damaging skills, you'll also get crowd control skills with this weapon equipped. These CCs include both pulls and pushes, along with stuns when hitting targets into walls. Late game, you'll even have access to a multi-target hook, allowing you to pull 3 targets at once to set up big burst damage from you and your team.
Sword and Shield is one of the most important overall weapons in the game due to the need of tanks in both PvP and PvE content. The tanking capability along with the utility and support a tank brings is invaluable. Each SNS variation will play a little bit differently depending on your secondary weapon. For example, if you choose Wand to pair with SNS, you can fill both roles as a tank and a healer simultaneously in dungeon runs. Recommended combinations with Sword and Shield would be Greatsword, Dagger, and Wand. Pairing SNS with Dagger is one of the tankiest builds in the game and an extremely strong choice in the early game as a pure tank. Along with your defensives, Dagger can also provide a ton more, giving you access to a lot of additional evasion, which includes magic evasion, magic generally being the counter to SNS. This evasion tank will also reflect damage from counter barrier and is even more effective with an on-demand stealth. Unless we see buffs, which is on the table with the new skill expressions, damage from daggers is not enough to make this really a DPS threat. You will be able to do some damage, but you're not going to be mowing down people. Sword and Shield Wand is currently the most broken class in the game due to the Arc Boss Tevent Wand weapon, as acknowledged directly by NCSoft. Even without this, though, this class is still very effective at being a tank. Generally speaking, this class is nicknamed the Paladin Enthroned and will come with extremely high sustain with the ability to heal. What makes this class broken is its ability to one-shot players with curse bombs while maintaining a full tank identity while healing itself back to full. To add insult to injury, these one-shots can also be AoE. Key abilities for SNS include Shield Strike, a low cooldown attack that does surprisingly decent damage on low cooldown. This ability also weakens your target, lowering their hit rate. Strategic Rush, a charged mobility skill that pushes targets along with you and stun them when pushed into a wall. Counter Barrier, a high uptime buff that boosts your block chance and reflecting damage on every evaded attack with its damage scaling off of damage reduction. Chain Hook, an insta-cast mid-range pull that binds or roots targets after pulled. This ability can pull up to 3 people that are near each other with the tier 2 Penance Sword. Provoking Roar, your AoE taunt that even applies to players in PvP. SNS has additional buffs specifically for targets that are taunted. Stalwart Bastion, a big damage reduction buff for party members. Dagger is currently the only weapon that is very effective with every other weapon, making it one of the best overall choices in the game. However, as a main DPS weapon, it's one of the worst in its current state, as the damage output from Dagger alone is not very high. This could be of course changed with the new skill expressions coming soon in Korea. With that said though, Dagger does have the potential to deal sneaky good burst damage at times with some of its abilities due to its offhand proc rate, which essentially allows you to hit twice, dealing nearly double the damage. Pair this with crits that can heavy hit, and you can potentially quadruple the usual damage with lucky procs. Rather than damage, daggers have massive value due to its crit rate, evasion, and utility it provides. Daggers come with passives that greatly increase both weapon crit rates and crit damage, along with huge evasion buffs that are very powerful, especially in the early game. From a utility perspective, daggers have the best gap closer in the game that roots targets and can combo into additional CCs. In addition to this, dagger also has access to a wrath ability that can floor any active block. You also have access to poison stacks that have great synergy with other main hand weapons. And of course, access to stealth, the single best engage and disengage in the game. Not only do you have an on-demand stealth on the hotbar, but you also gain stealth for any active Q dodge on Fury attack. When it comes to the Arc Boss weapons, the Tevent Dagger is the most sought out weapon in the game currently. This dagger allows you to reset your stealth cooldown upon kill, making it highly desired for all DPS builds running dagger. As you can see on the screen, as far as the recommended weapon combinations go, it's dagger and any other weapon. We'll go straight into the key abilities with this one, seeing as it works well with everything and is explained in each of the other weapon sections. Key abilities include Predatory Strike, a low cooldown melee attack with a high damage modifier, providing high DPS overall. Shadow Strike, The best gap closer in the game that not only paces you directly behind your target, but also binds them and applies a silence, locking out any magic ability for 4 seconds. Inject Venom adds a poison application to all of your attacks with 100% uptime possible. This poison can be stacked up to 20 times and decreases health regen by 4% a stack. With passives, this can also provide a lot of crit. Brutal Incision, an execute-like skill for dagger that has the potential to nuke depending on heavy hits, crits, and offhand proc. On top of the high damage multiplier, when targets are under 50% HP, you gain increased crit and crit damage. Ankle Strike, one of the 2 wrath attacks in the game, allowing you to ground targets who are using an active Q block. Aside from this, Ankle Strike is a combo skill that will ground any target that is bound, slept, or stunned. Camouflage Cloak, the most valuable skill in the dagger kit that provides a very long stealth. Being stealth means you cannot be targeted and can only take damage to any dot that had been previously applied or AoE non-targeted attacks. Bow and Thrown Liberty can be used both as a main hand damage dealing weapon
I
or
don't know
a
why, but I
support
can't
weapon
play
to
right
the
now.
wand. According to the devs, once skill expressions are released, the bow along with the wand will be considered the true full healer weapon combo. If you're interested in damage, bow definitely delivers on that front as well, both in PvE and PvP. You can expect to see a lot of bows at the top of the kill ranking on any server. Keep in mind that bows can also be buffed by shooting with the direction of the wind in-game. Despite this weapon being a 2-hander that gives big burst damage, this weapon is designed around crit and not heavy attack. Bows will provide you with a good mix of on-the-go abilities and stationary ones. This weapon is designed around crits, offering cooldown resets on major damage dealing skills, allowing you to consecutively use your strongest damage skills over and over, up to 3 times. You'll also be able to control your targets at range by having access to roots. You'll also have access to the only counter to stealth
I don't know
in the
why
game,
it won't.
revealing and stunning
There's
stealth
like
targets.
1.1
In the open world, traditional
or
bow builds will be able to kite and deal large
gigabytes
amounts of
left to
damage with
download.
good uptime. However, when caught, expect to be blown up instantly. Bows have a major advantage with
and the download just won't carry on. Somebody's in right now. That's on my friends list. So somebody's playing. I see streams. Bandits played for the first time. Yeah. Which one's a bandit? Come on, download. Oh, game is ready to play. All right. We're in. That took a little while. But we're good now. It's only 25 minutes late. I didn't realize this was an NC soft game. Oh, the old shader optimization. Great. How long are we have to wait for this now? I finally got the game to launch. And I got a big title. And now shader optimization. It's a little buggy. Okay, so I know the game is, or at least the interface is working. Just went from one waiting line to another waiting line. Come on, shaders. Shader, shader, shader. Optimization is in progress. If it doesn't start soon, I might just close the game and try and reopen it. I mean, I should be able to reopen it now that the download is done. close the game, try and reopen it. Okay, let's see. Play. Let's try this again. It's launch day, so there's bound to be bugs. Giant whale. Okay, we got the got the producers. Unreal Engine. Alright, shader optimization is going. I'm gonna have to crawl through this game one frame at a time. Come on, now what's going on? Enough waiting around. I'm gonna restart it. Try it again. Go for round 3. Alright. Yes, we've seen the intro.
Welcome to Throne and Liberty. You can set whether or not to use the game access voice guide. When activated, the guide will lead you to join the game. You can enable or disable this feature at any time in settings. Enter F to end the voice guide. To continue, hit enter.
Voice guide. Players who are hard of seeing. No, I don't want to use it. Display, voice, English, yes. Protect community, play fair, accept. Classic control mode with separate character and camera controls. Action mode, crosshair display in the middle of the screen. You can control the camera and your character simultaneously. B, switch to classic mode, use the cursor. I like action mode. Oh, audio's optimized for different things. Cool. Brightness. So I can barely see the image. Subtitle display, camera shake, blood effects, graphics quality. Medium is recommended. Alright, I'll try it on medium. I can always increase the graphics if the game is running smoothly enough. Okay, so 39 minutes in and we are in early access. Eastern Americas. Good, busy, or full. Okay. These are early access maps. I'll go with Helpy, because I'm going to need a lot of help.
The Star of Siliveth. It is said to be the seal stone containing Siliveth, goddess of destruction. This magical star of destruction was shattered into pieces all across the world, and those who were born with this fragment were called the Starborn. In 1192, during an age of conflict, the Archean commander Khazar sought to use the power of the star fragments as a tool of war. The wizard Jan Junith sent Calanthea, a witch, to the remote island where Starborn were hiding.
Some really heavily armored archers.
We must protect the children at all costs. I'm sorry, child.
Randomized appearance. Yeah. I don't have to choose a name for him or anything. Use E to
Star fragment. We need to get out of here. Now, stop them. Mercy! Fight with a different weapon. star fragment is...
Time to make a run for it.
After all these years, the memory of that day returned like a nightmare.
Enter name.
Hey, it's you! Whoa, are you alright? Did you have that nightmare again? Please, don't feel guilty. The Elder wouldn't want you to feel this way forever.
I don't know how much I feel like
Come
sitting
on,
here
why
through
don't
a
we
whole
go
bunch
out
of
and get some fresh air?
cutscenes and storylines, stuff like that. I
Rossi
kind of want
just
to get
left
some
go to
action.
Moonshade Town. You should follow her. I'd love to come with, but running makes
can
my
press
arms hurt.
escape to
Lottie,
skip.
she didn't take the map again. Can you take it to her? I drew up the
We
map
won't get the
because
full
she asked for it
immersion,
too.
but get the gist as I press the M.
All right, let's get going.
Did I choose my
Go
weapon
to those
types?
stairs over there, quickly. If you want to catch up to Lottie, you'd better hurry.
Or are these like
Go
the
to those
base
stairs
weapon
over there,
types?
quickly.
Safe zone. Here's blessing. Giant flying whale. Not exactly original, but still pretty cool.
Did you see that? That was gigantrite!
Oh, I heard that it's passing Wisperian today.
Skills. Great sword longbow. Can I change this to great sword? This is not the weapon type currently equipped. Oh, I have to actually get the weapons before I can equip them and then put the skill set up. Okay.
Oh, adventurer, why are you here? Oh, I was just about to go back and get it. Oh, I need to repair. I'm sure it's nothing too serious.
Now, let's go.
Alright, let's roll.
Be careful, my friend. Seems like Clay is here too, given the special occasion.
day where the massive divine beast called Gigantrite comes by. What are you doing? Let's go inside.
Oh, I'm surprised to see anyone here today. Want to try out some weapons?
Resistance weapon chest. Okay.
You're new to these weapons, right? Let me teach you. Well, I'm sure you already know you can equip up to 2 weapons. Try out different weapons and find a weapon that you like.
Great sword. Sword. Wand. Okay. So now that I actually have a sword, weapon type currently equipped. Open up my actual character. Character info. Here we are. Use the right pane to view available items. Click an item to equip it. Swap weapons to equip second weapon type. Status change man, what weapon you have equipped. This character skills. There we go. Okay. Now I can change skills to passive skill tree. Move skills into quick slots to equip them. Equip skills can be used to apply in battle. Practice time. Says this weapon type is. This is not the weapon type currently equipped. Oops. There we go. Says I have daggers. Character info. Forgotten daggers. Oh, forgotten sword. That's what I want. That's what I want. Now skills are sword. Okay. out of my bar too, no? Let's block. Iron Point parry. Yeah, let's do that. That's what if I change this one to sword? Points. Okay. Morph. Level up. Morph. Glide. Glide, dash, or swim. The swimming morph.
Oh, you like that weapon? It suits you. What's that? Shall we go to Moonshade Town? Dumor, we're going to Moonshade Town. Can you open the gate?
Sure, Lottie. You'll have a good view of Wisperian on the way too.
Leave Fortress Air, I'm following Lottie. Okay.
Have we spent too much time? Should we hurry?
Whenever Gigantrite visits Wisperian, the town buzzes with excitement and energy. During such an event, you and Lottie left Wisperian's fortress to visit Moonshade Town.
What's going on here? Let's go and check it out. I'll go over first. Follow me with your piton and grappling hook. Huh?
Repeat on by pressing F.
Climb over with the grappling hook.
The watchtower was destroyed by an attack. Although the path was now blocked, you and Lottie made use of the piton and your grappling hooks to continue onward.
It looks like the cart was destroyed by artillery.
Hey, are you all right? What's going on? There are fireballs flying through the sky. Who could be attacking? Oh no! I see a lot of black mid-trans. Let's take care of this quickly, then get to Moonshade Town. Watch their movements carefully. Look for an opening for a counterattack.
So my 2 is like a directional slash, and then I've got a couple of hard-hitting blows there.
This can't be happening. The pulley lift is broke. We can't get to Hesperian with this. This lift would let us cross Hesperian. This is bad. Burmet, I will try to find a way. You...
Burmet,
Oh,
can you
then
fix
isn't
this?
Lottie? Well, between the two of us, we'll have it fixed in no time. Shall we get started?
Up here.
Please, see what's happening near Hesperian.
Got eaten by a tree.
You defeated the Black Mitrans that appeared on your way to Hesperian. While Hesperian was still intact, a broken pulley lift prevented you from reaching Moonshade Town. Suddenly, a mysterious being bathed in light appeared and led you to the top of the great tree.
Kyra! Clay! There are still people in the town!
Not good! We need to rescue them! Hurry!
We can't, Kyra. It's too risky to move our troops now.
Damn it! With the pulley destroyed, reinforcements can't reach us!
Is there some way... Oh, someone's coming! You? How did you get here? I thought the pulley lift was broken. I don't really understand. Oh, I see. Thank you. Please be careful.
After arriving on top of the great...
Damn the Archaea!
I've opened up a path for you. Now go!
Take mysterious star fragment and capture all who bear the power of the stars. With this, Khazar will have to recognize
wake up!
The child who lost everything here 10 years ago now challenges the might of the Archean Legion. Starborn bravery and determination,
Tasty food
forged in
selection
celestial
chest.
fire.
World tree leaves. Did I put those on my skill bar? Oh, I put them here. Okay.
Are you in any condition to move?
Hey,
I'm on my way with the healer.
What's happened?
If the pulley wasn't broken, I would have kicked way more ass.
I heard someone took down that giant
did good.
alone.
Ah, you're finally awake. Come this way. Thanks to your defeat of King, we were about to leave that segment power. I have a friend.
Alright, we'll watch this part. This is very reminiscent of Riders of Icarus, except they had a phoenix riding in instead of an eagle. I don't know if the video is intentionally supposed to be blurry like that, or if it's my graphics setting, or what. Well, starts back in the center. Touch it.
Thanks to the star fragment's power,
Make
the
it
island
count.
is safe for now.
Games. Link your Amazon Games ID account to your Steam and receive exclusive Amator. Expires in 15 minutes. against. Oh, is that something you have to pay for, maybe? What is this game's ID? Has been created. Display name. Game's ID. This account's a link. I'll be able to link to a different Steam account for 365 days. It's linking it to my Steam account, Amazon Games, which is signed in through my Google, so that's okay. You're linked. And there's a battle pass. This is free, huh? Claim all rewards. Character info. Zero stat points. Miscellaneous level cooking, fishing expedition. Morph. Wide. Dash. Oh, I can choose. No, I like the blue wolf. These are different morphs that you can unlock. That's cool. Alright, I'm just gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
Storage is always open, rain or shine. Welcome, brother!
Lord Hobbs of Laslan resisted rebel Lupius, who had usurped the throne, but his dominion was taken by the Archeum Legion. However, Laslan was freed again by the Founders Order, led by Captain Da Vinci, and the Laslan Allied Resistance.
Okay.
Even when skies darken, Einar's blessing. May divine light be with you.
All the people teleporting in and running around.
It's better not go to them. Do you need anything? Yes. Oh, do you need anything? Do you need anything?
It's in the sundry shop. World tree leaves. So price 2,000. Alright, let's purchase. There's a tip to get lots of world tree leaves. Recovery crystal. That's still right. Okay.
That was close. I can't believe the ghastly tales were true.
Do you want to make your skill? Do you want to learn? So, by the way.
At first, Murphy pretended not to know anything about Martinet. It turns out she had gone into hiding, fearing the Archeum Legion. When you showed Clay's token to the villagers, told you where to go, and gave you the full password, the Light Fragment Whispers.
Say it to get into the Castleton Infirmary on the north side of town.
Are you looking for specific ingredients? Wasn't expecting any visitors. I haven't seen you around before, so what brings you here? I see, Renzi. If you're suffering, then I'll tell you where to bring me some... You know how to... Oh dear! You look... Your symptoms are clearly getting worse. Hurry, bring me some rancid powder.
Castleton Infirmary has been closed for some time, due to rumors that the Archeum Legion was hunting Martinet. It was to trick them into thinking that Martinet, who had worked as a healer there, had left. While in hiding, she is still researching a cure for her sister's star fragment side effects.
I got 1 point and putting it in strength.
May freedom and peace return to this abundant land.
Sure. Activate the waypoint. You can choose your final reward. Oh, I don't want to look around. Where's the waypoint? Oh, over here, okay.
This was once the most prosperous granary in Laslan, but after the cursed rain came, it became infested with strangely enlarged pests. People tried to solve the problem
The
by...
Einar priestess Grace introduced waypoints as a great integration of Venelux magic. Teleportation was a rare skill that was only used by a few wizards. When the wizard Clay completed the schema for waypoints, it enabled anyone to teleport freely.
How to use a waypoint. Point.
Open your...
Once you place your hand on a waypoint, it will glow with blue light, activating the schema. If you open the map and select an activated waypoint, you can instantly travel to that location.
What should I do?
How can I help? Rance, come back.
In the apothecary at the Goldenrye pastures works the always gloomy Oliver, the herbalist's apprentice. Oliver has been an apprentice there for some time, though he has yet to gain the approval of his master. You've heard that the locals pitied the outstanding apprentice, a gifted student who suffered under his eccentric master. The main ingredients for rancid powder can be acquired from harvesters and insects in the Goldenrye pastures. They are the decomposed heart of a harvester, which controls magical power.
Skill.
A wasp stinger, which controls magical toxicity. And a contaminated scarab horn, which has a tonic effect. These ingredients are highly toxic on their own, but highly effective together.
Seconds, 24 seconds, 12 seconds. Check which point to open each scope of materials. Common intermediate or special. Scope of which is 100. The skill level increases. You can check which skill. What about intelligence skills? So I can't go up by one. But continue until next level. Intermediate growth rate sinks in. Level 2. Passive skill. Oh, I can go with the book. Skillful evasion, ranged evasion. Oh, you have to click the arrow to get to this menu. Okay. Why can't I use these abilities? Or do I have to put them here? I have to put them there, okay. Oh no. I can put them there. Maybe I just didn't drag it to the right spot. To next. There. Mysterious book. There we go. Turn the light on.
Honestly, now's not the time to be worrying about goblins.
Goobzilla.
Welcome to then mandrakes don't.
Why are mandrakes? Mandrake roots. I better choose my reward. Leveling log. Any more rewards? Choose reward. Action. Reward selection. Oh, it's what type of hat do I want? I think this hat. It's a scarab. And it's oh, I can claim a reward. Okay. Want to morph or skill book? Take a scarab. Oh, I get both of them. I didn't have to choose. Okay. Materials, quality mistwood, magic braid. Quality base material selection checks. Activate the waypoint. I take fall damage.
While you search for treasures hidden in ships wrecked by storms and chests.
What bring? Huh? Oliver, herbalist. Well, here's your ransom.
After acquiring the last ingredient from the Mandrake farmstead, you were able to meet the herbalist Wilson. He always entrusted the apothecary to his apprentice and collected herbs alone. He had to venture to all sorts of dangerous areas to get medicinal herbs, but his pupil was a coward who would flee at the sight of an ant.
teleport in.
Did you bring the ingredient? You're back so soon. How are you feeling? I'm glad you're all... I'll make the Mana calming potion for you right away. All right, here you are. Why don't you try it and see how it works?
Go, go, go.
How are you? Are you feeling just as I got the calming potions? Thank you. Only Nina. Yes, you see, potion. Nina is probably on Windhill Shores.
The effect of the mana calming potion that Martinet made was incredible. Soon after you drank the potion, you could feel your magic begin to settle down. Martinet, who had been researching a way to relieve her older sister Adriana's pain for so long, finally succeeded in creating a potion more effective than her other attempts.
See?
The news from Nina was unexpected. Zeroth's spies were closing in on Adriana's hideout, forcing her to flee. Martinet's potion was still not effective enough to control her mana completely, so she set out to find a way to quell her frenzied mana on her own.
Oh. Grappling hook.
Over the star fragment! I can't lose to some kid!
I'll take your star fragment, even if I have to pry it from you.
You won't be able to.
I can't forget with time, my mother.
Relationships. Settings. Quality lithograph for crafting uncommon armor. Leveling log. Nothing there. Lithograph book. Consume the specific items to register them to the lithograph book. When it says completed, you can acquire all the results. Character info, stat points. Battle pass. Points. Spend Solent. And buy something. Dissolve common. Spend contract coins. Complete resistance contract.
I quickly just won.
The Archean Legion attacked the lighthouse where Adriana had been hiding, seeking the power of a star fragment. Only after defeating them did you discover her research papers and a diary she had left behind. There, she had clearly recorded the difficult times she had been through.
Found all clues. Okay.
Just who was Janice? She ended up.
You found a document which contained details about Janice Carter, someone Adriana had met. Janice, recognizing the strength of the star fragment that Adriana had, advised her that the only way to be free from the Archeum was to leave as soon as possible and find a way to control her power.
Events of the passing with the Infinity Wheel. Exit lighthouse. Defeat the Wolf King. Time remaining until the next objective. What is this? Schedule. Okay, I'm gonna go pee again. I'll be right back.
is this ugly statue going to remain here? This guy's been dead for ages.
Alright, I'm boiling some water for some tea. Time to remain to the next objective. Feed wolves and back on the plains. Entitled Historian.
Many have died because of this evil man.
Your guild members complete resistance contracts in Crystalla Fields.
How long is this ugly statue going to remain here? This guy's been dead for ages.
Yeah, probably a good call on the medium graphics considering how many people are teleporting in and teleporting out and standing around.
Adventure now, so Mike, when we meet again.
In the past, when Archeum had taken Martinet hostage,
Is there someone out there? Can anyone help me?
Selection. This is sword. Legionnaire greatsword. I think I want the greatsword. Actually, shield block chance. I'll take the sword and shield. I'm going tank mode. Tank mode. Sword and shield. That means I've got 5. There we go. Guess I didn't apply my last points. Equipment enchanting. Select weapon to upgrade. Gross turns are required. Various kinds of upgrade your equipment's power. You get premium. Each upgrade attempt can result in a very amount of progress towards your item. Reaches 100%. So upgrade can be transferred to different equipment. Awesome. Shield block chance 9%. What's this leveling log? Skills. 11 skill books. Shield strike, counter barrier. Increases block chance. Aggro generation towards target greatly increases. Sure, let's upgrade this. Nice. I'll load up this as well, I guess. Wow. It's almost level 3. Sure, this guy's level 3. Okay, that's my books.
Someone out there? Can anyone help me? There isn't that much time. There's something that I... Have you ever heard of the only reason... Whenever I get the anniversary, I saw... I wish I... You don't mind? Actually, thank you...
Brother,
Holy
this
crap.
way. Come over here for a second.
This is my stash. Yeah, storage manager.
That's great. Brother, when got that, brother?
Melky, the storage manager, advised you to get ready for the battle against Archeum, and taught you how to effectively upgrade your equipment. You can now own even stronger equipment by upgrading it.
230 items. Expand inventory using solid or lucent. Okay. Lithograph. Destroy. Dissolve. Character photos P. Oh, wait. Helmet. I'm using the canvas robes.
This is the safest storage in the world.
I'll just put that in there. Actually, I will dissolve that. Battle Pass. Why is the battle pass
Are you
still
going to
up?
take all those materials with you?
I don't know. That's what we'll play as.
See you again soon.
So, I know that we must... Lord Wolf Hunter, please. Also, please remember...
Dave, the Lord's aide, was concerned that the bait he was using for the wolf hunting contest wasn't effective enough. He decided to solve this problem by developing a new kind. To get a keepsake for Soyuri, you must first gather the ingredients for this new bait from Windhill Shores.
Speak with the armor crafter. Fisherman's bait. Speak with the armor crafter.
That was close. I can't believe the ghastly tales were true.
Usually.
The Lord's aide, Dave, introduced you to an armorsmith at Castleton named Rachel. Rachel gave you some materials and told you to craft some armor.
Armor, man of steel, magic powder. Polished crystal. Tax rate 22%. Melee defense, range defense, hit chance and melee evasion, mana regen, collision chance, strength and stun
One day
chance.
I want to craft armor that can defend against any attack.
Perception. think I want this strength and stun chance. What about armor? Strength and stun chance. Wisdom mana regen. Max health. Okay. Hit chance. Strength and hit chance. I think I want the one with the max health.
One day I want to craft armor that can defend against any attack.
Okay, what about weapon crafting? Can I craft
You
a
can ask me
greatsword?
anything about weapons, my friend.
Charger, strength and stun chance, crit chance and health regen, hit chance and mana regen, and max health. Strength and stun chance, that has damage and stun chance. Let's take the charger. There we go.
Come back anytime, my friend. Anything else you'd like to see?
Oh, that's all.
You successfully crafted armor using Rachel's materials. You will bring more materials you find on the road to a crafter to make other types of armor.
Equipment, enchanting. Quality growth stone. I don't have a quality growth stone.
Come back anytime.
Indiana Shores. It's a free move. Got my armor, my weapons up to snuff.
Unfortunate accidents often happen off the coast of Castleton, when fishing boats are sunk by the perilous reefs. Chunks of the bait the anglers use are sometimes found in the chests that wash ashore from the wreckage. Their pungent smell is highly effective at luring in wolves. Crustaceans called crackles are often found in the wrecks near Windhill shores. Crackles are as ferocious as they look and have a pungent smell. It's said that a hunter once won the wolf hunting contest by secretly using crackle meat as bait.
Are you back all? That was... use the take the end, Chris. Oh, and...
When he returned with the ingredients, the Lord's aide was greatly relieved that he could proceed with the contest as intended. He asked you to deliver the new bait to the Lord's brother, Chris, in Blackhow Plains. He also is the head of the Wolf Hunters Association, so you'll need to talk to him to acquire a keepsake.
Send mail. Finish making the bait.
Powerful guilds should get great benefits befitting their stature.
Get out of here.
now announce the winner of the hunting contest. Put your hands together for the victors!
Okay. Well, I joined the little hunting thing. I see.
Enjoy the hunt. Where is the wait, the hunting what? But I have an idea. Are you willing? Wolfang, you don't know Hamel Drove. Lately, once you collect, do me a favor. Find broken wolf fangs by hunting the...
Upgrade manuals. New skills. Increases max health by 100 by 440, 100 a minute. By 12, 15%. Cheese courage. Provoking roar.
Next time I see a hunter attacked by wolves in the plains, I'm going to help them, no matter what.
Perception is hit chance, buff duration, attack range increase, more hit chance. Max mana, crit chance. Max health damage reduction, heavy attack chance. Alright, I'm gonna get my strength to 30 first. And then I'll put some points into dexterity. Okay, well, I think that's a good place to call today's episode. I may be back again another time later, but I'm going to go back to doing some more schoolwork. I've got one final project to finish up before I can get my certificate, so I'm going to have at her some more. Alright, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I will see you guys again later. If you liked the video, be sure to please like and subscribe. Alright, take care. Bye.